Getting out of prison and adjusting to the world out here was almost as hard as getting locked up and adjusting to the world in there. I've heard the same thing from veterans getting out of long-term military service. Because we get used to a set environment and space and culture and set of rules and regulations, understanding how we operate within that space. Then we get out into the world and everything is different. We don't know how we're supposed to act. We don't have the same norms or mores. And that's why transitional sport is so important. Virginia, for example, doesn't have any state-run halfway houses, so they contract with private ones, but there aren't enough beds, so people are literally going home homeless. Whereas other places like the city of Boston have a comprehensive wraparound reentry service. People there are set up for 2 years of housing, employment, and job training so they can move into an actual career. And it should start while people are incarcerated, starting at a medium or a maximum level security and working their way down. With greater freedom comes greater responsibility. Working down to a low-level camp where people can work outside the gate, and then to a work release program, and then to a halfway house out in the community. But instead, we regularly have people go from a medium or maximum security prison straight out into the world. And the day before I was released, I was considered too dangerous to be at a level 1 or a work center where I actually worked outside the gate because I had violent charges, but the next day they just let me out in the world with absolutely no supervision. And think about how much money could be saved if people were being moved out of major institutions down to halfway houses where they're working, they're saving money, or they're even paying some of their own bills. Because people are getting out anyways. We're not protecting public safety by not doing this, we're just making it harder and harder for the individuals transitioning.